Hi, I'm Mo, and one of the greatest opportunities in our company is to build a profit share tree and receive residual income. I'm constantly having people come to me and say, I want an opportunity, I want to be an owner, or I want to be an investor, and I look at them and I say, you have the greatest opportunity of all to build a profit share tree and receive residual income. But the issue is that tree must be built in an ethical, honorable manner. Now I want you to see some examples of what to do and what not to do.
Well, Mark, now that you understand more about our profit share program, who do you feel was the person that had the most influence on you in joining Keller Williams?
Mary, I've thought a lot about this, and you know what? There are at least 4 people who I know of who influenced me to come here.
Well, how about me?
Mary, you know better than that. Let's do that again the right way.
Mary, I'm just really having trouble identifying who this sponsor would be. How do I choose who it would be?
Well, it's exactly like going out on a listing appointment. There may be 4 people that go out on a listing appointment, but only one person actually gets to list that house. So I want you to think about the influential person who made an appointment to get you in today to talk to me about it.
One of my sad personal experiences with protecting the profit share model was when a major agent came to me and said that unless I changed whose downline they were in, they would leave the company. They had suffered some personal hurt in their relationships, and they would not let, they said, $1 of their win ever go to that person, even though I explained to them it wasn't their money that was going to them. It was the owner that was sharing their money with this person. They were so hurt by their relationship, they said unless I changed it, they had to leave. It was a hard pill for me to swallow, to let a very good agent walk out the door that had very good production, but it was more important that I let them walk out the door and respect the integrity of our profit share program than it would have been for me to keep it.
Mary, can we be honest here?
Yes.
I don't like John Doe, and just the thought that he could be my sponsor and that I would be sending money to John and his family.
Mark, you know better than that.
Okay, well, first of all, I apologize to you because I didn't do a good job of explaining profit share. Because had I done a good job, you would know that you're not sending any of your money to John Doe. In fact, what happens is the owner has given John Doe a reward for helping to grow the company. And I'll tell you, after you've been in business with us for years, I'm betting that you're going to sit down in my office and you're going to say, I love John Doe. If it hadn't been for him, I wouldn't be here today.
Let me give you an example of how a team leader did it exactly the way it should have been. I didn't hear about Keller Williams from a Keller Williams agent. I actually was referred to Keller Williams from a RE/MAX agent. And I was sent to a young man named Mark Willis to find out all about this great new company that was starting out.
I remember when Mary Tennant came into the company, she was sent to me by a RE/MAX agent that I had developed a relationship with. And so when it came time for her to identify her sponsor, she said that she wanted me to sponsor her. And even though, in spite of the fact that Mary was sent to me personally by a mutual contact that we had, I felt that the right thing for me to do was to give her the opportunity to go choose from other agents in the market center who could sponsor her, because I was going to be there for her always.
Mark gave me the names of 3 of his agents and said that he wanted me to spend time with all 3 of them to see whose downline I would feel most comfortable in and who I would enjoy working with in the future.
And, in the end, she came back to me and she said, Mark, I've talked to them and I want you to be my sponsor.
And Mark said, Mary, these are wonderful agents that can really help build your careers. I want you to rethink that decision. So not only not once, but twice did he send me to meet other agents to see if I wouldn't be comfortable in their downline.
The message to our team leaders is that you have to earn the right to sponsor someone. You don't have the right to sponsor someone just because they called in on the telephone wanting general information about the company. You have to earn and build a relationship with that person and let them know that it's not their only option to identify you as their sponsor, that they have other options, and that as the leader, you are always available for them and you'll always be a resource for them as a part of the team leader package. What about Nancy? Nancy was influential in my coming to your office, and I've known Nancy Smith for years.
Okay.
Could we choose her?
Has Nancy actually talked to you about joining Keller Williams and suggested it and told you about our company?
Do you remember the first day we were here? And I met with you in your office, and Nancy kept walking back and forth in front of the window.
Yes, I do remember that.
Do you know, after I came in your office, that Nancy Smith called me 3 times that day. She asked me to identify her as the sponsor that I choose, and she told me you'd be really mad.
Well, Nancy's right. I will be really mad, but I'm mad at myself because I never explained to our agents how important our culture is. And once you're already in this office, you've been recruited. Once somebody sent you to this office, the decision has been made. There is no recruiting that is allowed once a person is sitting here because that's counterculture.
I have my own story about multiple people trying to recruit me, but I stood firm and I chose Chris Israelson as my sponsor because she is the first person who told me about Keller Williams. Plus, she's the one who called Gary Keller and got him to call me. So I know what it feels like when many people are trying to get you to choose them. And let me tell you, I was really uncomfortable with that when I was new to the company.
So, Mary, who is your sponsor going to be?
Well, I don't know who to pick as a sponsor because it was Jane who really told me to come to the company. And she's having a $2 million closing that's going to close on the 15th of next month. So she really can't be here right now, and I need to pick a sponsor now. I don't know exactly what to do.
This is great. You know what? My wife is in the system, and you can come in under my wife.
Now do that again the right way.
So Jane's the one who told me to come, but she can't come to the 15th of the month. So do I pick somebody else?
Mary, the only thing that we can do is that we could put you under my name for the 30 days that it would take for Jane to get here.
Great. Could you explain that to Jane so she'll know that I was being true to her when I came in and sat down?
I'll make sure Jane knows exactly what we're doing, and I'm going to call in our MCA right now so that she can notate the file, and you can rest assured that you will be under Jane. We just have to know that Jane is here in less than 90 days.
Okay, so we're legal, there's no problem with
It's
it.
completely legal, and we would never put you in any other kind of position except trying to meet your needs and putting you under the person who would be your logical sponsor. And because Jane's not here, we have a way of holding off until Jane arrives.
Cool.
Yeah. I was wondering if I could select Charlie as my sponsor, because that way he'll give me back 50% of what he makes from sponsoring me, and that sounds like a huge opportunity.
Mama Mo says no.
Mark, it may sound like an opportunity, but what that would do is create decay inside of our culture. When we designed the profit share program, we designed it as a reward for agents who went out and helped us grow the company. If we would allow you to do that, it would in fact kill our profit share system. The most important part of our business is our culture. We have to stand by that culture, and integrity has to come first in our company. Let me tell you how important the integrity of our profit share program is. I had an opportunity in Austin, Texas to recruit an entire company. This was an old established company with a wonderful reputation, lots of agents and lots of volume. And one of our agents had made an appointment with them for me to present our profit share model to them. They were very, very excited about it and were very interested in joining our company. They decided that they wanted to convert their entire company to us. High production agents, over 100 agents, but they would not do it under that agent's downline. Instead, what they did is they wanted to work a deal with somebody else who had been an agent and split out profit share and misuse our system. I literally said no to them coming on board at Keller Williams because they did not have enough respect for our profit share and how much we respect our agents who are out there trying to help us make our company grow.
Boy, do I have an example of something unethical. Several months ago, I had a telephone call from an operating principal. He stated that he had a prospective team leader sitting in his office. He was interviewing her and considering the possibility of hiring her. He said to me, "Mo, I will not hire this person unless they can be in my downline." Now here were the facts. That person had been referred to him by an associate in another city. Now, what kind of ethics is that? Is that honorable for an operating principal to say, "Well, I'm not going to hire them unless they're in my downline," when another associate has referred them? No. The answer, it is not ethical. I want you to know the hair stood on the back of my neck. And I also want you to know that gentleman is no longer in our company. We believe in doing the right thing. Our culture calls for us to do the right thing. And when you are in a position of leadership for Keller Williams Realty, meaning you're a team leader, you're an MCA, you're an owner, meaning operating principal, you're a regional director, or you're Mary Tennant, Mark Willis, Mo Anderson, or Gary Keller, you honor those referrals.
Okay, I want to ask you, this is just kind of a fun question.
Okay?
If I chose Charlie, and even if Charlie was just partially responsible, but also that included John, who has kind of helped me get here, Charlie's offered to take the profit share that he gets from me and split it up with John.
Mark, you know better than that.
Mark, that was a real can-do way to try to resolve a little bit of a challenge right now, but it does not fit with our model. The most important aspect of our company is not our profitability, it's our culture. And what this would do is destroy one of our soundest cultural principles. We reward the person that helped us grow. This isn't an economic opportunity where you can be entrepreneurial and split and get kickbacks and give portions of it away. This is an opportunity you have, and every agent has, to grow their own downline by referring agents to us. It's a reward for growing our company. Only one person did that. You need to make that decision.
It's John.
Okay, thank you. I think you made a great decision.
We've had some fun today, but you know, integrity, do the right thing. That's what our culture calls us to do. That's what our company is all about. You don't know how I dream of having a company of people who are truly committed to do the right thing. Then we'll have a valid profit share system. We'll have a company who takes the high road and who will be blessed.